Hello, family. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Wangel Zalalem, and today I have two topics for you. Two hot topics I want us to discuss. One is European Union Parliament voting on an investigation against Yoweri Museveni and his administration, Uganda's president. And the second topic, I came across a video of Ibrahim Traore, president of Burkina Faso, talking about and warning his people about these videos, AI videos of him being dubbed in different languages. Like he said, Chinese is one example, and Spanish that he mentioned. So those are the two things I want to talk about. We can start from European Union. Okay, because it just happened today, so we got to talk about it. But first, let me show you a clip of EU Parliament discussing President of Uganda, Museveni.
Elected. Museveni was elected. So many years after, Museveni is still in place, but democracy has been eroded. Human rights continue to be violated.
How is it possible that the main opposition candidate, Mr. Bobby Wine, could have been sieged by the military in his house and his family and his wife assaulted by government forces? All of this to guarantee a seventh term in office of Yoweri Museveni. It is just unacceptable, and Europe cannot accept this.
40 years in power, and challengers are put under house arrest. This is not democracy, it is criminal.
Museveni.
Well, as you heard, they are not playing around. They are calling for an investigation, and they actually passed it. Let me tell you the number. So the number is 514,356 on Uganda resolution. So overwhelmingly, they agreed to investigate him. So let me just read for you the report. So the European Parliament has ordered an independent investigation into alleged crimes against humanity committed by political and military leaders in Uganda following the January 15th general election. This follows a resolution adopted on February 12 by members of the European Parliament who overwhelmingly backed the motion calling for a probe into President Yoweri Museveni's administration. So, yeah, they want to investigate him, and we're going to see how that is going to go. But my question to them is, I guess, so you are so pressed about what's happening in Uganda. How about your own leaders that are currently in shambles? They have been mentioned thousands of times in a file, a certain file that has been going viral. I'm pretty sure if you're on the internet, you've heard about the Epstein files and how these leaders have been into some crazy, weird, bizarre stuff, and how they're implicated. A lot of resignation is coming through, especially in Europe. And we look forward to following that up. But the thing is, yes, is Yoweri Museveni staying in office or overstaying? I mean, 40 years, it's not a small amount of years. He's been there for a long, long, long time. And as you know, the army general, his son, has also been stirring up some controversial, he's been into controversial situations, conversations. He even pushed the US. A senator spoke out and he said he crossed the red line. I talked about it on African Diaspora News channel if you want to get in details, in depth of what's been happening on that side. But you see, like, at this stage, Europeans, the Western nations in general, have shown themselves to be hypocrites, have shown themselves to not have the same standards. They're always about double standards. So it's like, okay, you said this about him. Okay, you want him to be investigated. How about all your corrupt people? And how about all those people that are currently in office running your countries that are involved in debauchery, involved in corruption, involved in messiness, just downright mess? We're not saying what Museveni is doing right, but, right message, but wrong messenger. Is that what they say? But that's what I have to say about that. But now let's come to Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso's president. You know, like it just makes me happy to watch this actually. Um, oh, okay, Leo. Leo said Europe is a democracy. You need to come and live here to experience it. People who run the European Union are not democratically elected. So let me get into this. This video
à
specifically, I
laquelle
wanted
il
to
faut
talk about also because I wanted to say I told you so. I talked about this so much before Ibrahim Traore even said this. So you know, it kind of makes me happy to be right. So watch what he's saying. Actually, no, read. If you don't speak French, you won't understand him. But right below, you can see the translation in English, the subtitle. But in case you are in a place you can't read, I'll read for you. Don't worry about it.
phrase à laquelle il faut faire très attention,
He says, the next phase, which we have to be very careful, is artificial intelligence.
c'est l'intelligence artificielle. Attention,
Because I happen to see videos of me speaking
parce que moi, il m'arrive de voir des vidéos de moi-même en train de parler espagnol ou de
Spanish or
parler,
Chinese.
je ne sais pas, chinois. Je remercie ceux qui le font
I thank those who do it because they manage to translate the speech.
parce qu'ils arrivent à traduire nos discours, mais c'est très dangereux.
But it is very dangerous.
Donc cette phase va venir, comme je vous disais,
You heard that. But it's very
donc
dangerous.
cette phase va
So
venir.
this phase will come as
Comme je vous
I
disais,
told you.
les hacking et tout ça,
Hacking
ça va
and all
venir.
that, it
Donc
will
restez
come.
concentrés,
So
faites
stay
le travail
focused.
patriotique que vous
Do the
faites.
patriotic
Face à
work.
ces
So I'll let the video play because someone is also giving a bit more context. But this is why I said I wanted to come and say I told you so. You remember when I was talking about how we have to be careful where we get our information from, especially when sorry, I know I lost me for a second, especially when it comes to stuff about Burkina Faso and Captain Ibrahim Traore. Since he was the hot topic, people will create AI, weird, bizarre fan fiction and things that he's never said, he's never done, dub his what he's saying in French, but then put English or other languages. And we talked about it. And I said, please be careful with what you consume and make sure that it comes from the government of Burkina Faso itself or reliable outlets. You can't just take what these channels or pages are saying, because some of them don't mean well. And even if some of them were just glorifying Ibrahim Traore and saying so many positive things and beautiful things and wonderful things, some of it was a lie. It was not fact. So I was saying, even if these people are glorifying him, making him out to be this hero, we still have to be careful. Everything we talk about him has to be based on the truth. They'll come and tell you he has dodged 20 assassinations, when in fact that's not the case, right? They will say he did this and that when we know he hasn't done that. So they were trying to blur the lines between reality and fake. And at some point they'll come to you and tell you, was it really true what he has done, what has been said about him? I saw the agenda even before, now he's speaking on it, which I'm very happy. But I was saying, please be careful. Even those that are reporting positively about him, if it's not based on facts and true, please discard them, disregard them. Don't take it as it is. Like everything, take with what is it called, like with a pinch of salt. So yeah, that's what he was saying. But let the narrator finish.
Le chef de l'État appelle,
Patriotique que vous faites.
face à ces attaques, le chef de l'État appelle les Burkinabés
You can read the subtitle.
de l'intérieur comme de l'extérieur à rester sereins. Pour lui, il ne s'agit que des tentatives d'intimidation et de déstabilisation visant à entraver le réel développement du pays. Le peuple est donc invité à rester vigilant face aux multiples manigances, vérifier les sources d'information et à faire confiance aux médias nationaux crédibles.
Yep. Stay vigilant is what Traore said, and vigilant is what we'll be doing or will be we will be is vigilant. So yeah, I love it, love it, love it. I'm glad it's coming from him because I know when he speaks people listen, and now hopefully they can listen. Yeah, it's very dangerous, fam. Like AI, yes, it has its positive side, but there's also another side that is a little bit tricky, and we're new to this. Remember, like AI is is a new thing for us. It's not like it's the next generation where they've been on it for years. It's fairly new, so we have to be cautious. We have to verify. We have to do our due diligence so that we don't spread, misinformation, lies, not knowing. Some people that I heard from, they mean well. They were actually, their intention was good. It's just, they got the wrong information. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Brian said, I've seen those videos depicting his image, making statements I knew wasn't him. Good job, Brian. But Brian, don't forget, you are online, so you know how to discern. Maybe you have, your radar is better than most people. But those, like, especially on Facebook, I do not know why, but Facebook is like the place for the older generation to be tricked. Now, remember we used to make fun of the older generation. Now it's us. We're getting tricked with AI. Even us, we need to be vigilant. Those that we believe that we're online and we know, we can discern. Even us, we can be deceived. So I'm glad you were able to see through it, but not everyone can, and you have to appreciate that fact. And you have to also, if you see a video that's bizarre, go in the comments. Say, hey, fam, this is AI. Just be careful, or report it if you know for a fact it's misinformation, because they will use it. They will use it against us. You better believe that. Gabriel said the European Union should be investigating its funding of terrorism and genocide around the world. The EU should also focus on the issues of Epstein files and stop lecturing Africa. Exactly. Melvin said, thanks for the information. You're looking beautiful, by the way. Thank you. Thank you, Melvin. King254 said, noted, but how can we verify if it's AI generated video? For one, okay, they're getting very good. Okay. So there's a chance that you can still be deceived after following through all the all the right caution. So for me, for example, the few things that I can see, which is very apparent, when you look at his mouth movement, it's just off, right? One. Secondly, Ibrahim Traore has never, at least to my knowledge, addressed his people in English. He's a French-speaking Burkinabe president. So whenever I see dubbed English, I hesitate, even though the translation might have been done the right way. By the way, there are so many channels that actually translated in English, dub him, and it's facts. It's what he said, but in English. But I choose to follow those that write the subtitle instead, because you can run the diagnosis. What is it called? The audio, take it, extract it, and check with AI, is the translator for me, and you can compare, right? If it's just subtitle, even better, in my opinion. And then also, as he mentioned, is it a reliable outlet if it comes from the Burkinabe government or the Burkinabe officials? I mean, I'll believe it, because why in the world would they lie, right? So things like that, or people you trust, like people on the ground. You ask, like I always talk about her, Zena, a Burkinabe lady that speaks English. I usually get my information from her, or I'll ask, like, is this true? And she'll tell me. So things like that. Otherwise, for example, there was once, like, I saw such a bizarre video of Ibrahim Traore, and it's almost like a fan fiction, right? I saw it and I'm like, this cannot be true. It's so far fetched. So what I did was took the link, put it on Chat GPT, AI, from AI to another AI. And I'm like, hey, this feels really off. Is this true? Blah, blah, blah. And it was like, no, these are the reasons why it's not true. And he gave me all the list of things. This never happened. Traore never left to go to this country. This Pope was not there at that time. Blah, blah, blah. So you have to do your due diligence. It's not going to be easy. Even after doing all this, you might get fooled. That's the world we're living in right now. But for sure, also have people that you follow from different places, not just one. Don't get your information, your news from just one place. It's good to have in different areas, different places, different outlets, so you can, verify, you can see or check which one reported on it, which didn't. You can go to the comment section. Sometimes even the comment section can tell you, like someone will say, I'm from Burkina Faso and this does not, this did, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's ways you can do it. But as I said, it's not 100% AI proof. Bokang said, yo, I thought I was the first one here. You are one of the first ones, so it counts. Welcome. Great Ethiopia said, Salam Ehet Wengel. Salam. By the way, Great Ethiopia, are you a man or woman? I don't know. I just see Great Ethiopia. So please tell me so I can address you accordingly. Thank you. Salam. Wendemor Ehet. Obsidian said Traore needs to understand that the majority of people are not smart, but these AI channels are using bots to present themselves as popular. Exactly, because you see, he's the hot topic, right? He'll get clicks and views, and people want that. Like, they don't care if it's true or not. Those that are not, of course, in the Pan-African sphere, and it's not about like communicating what was said. It's about, oh my God, like I saw this thing, it might get views. Let me go and post it. Let me go and repost it. So when they do that, and as I said, some people don't have bad intentions, okay? A number of people don't, but some, obviously, they do have bad intentions. So that's what they do. But also, I'm glad that he mentioned it, because now people will be more aware because it came from him, right? Wow said Crimea River. What did the EU do in Romania? Luckily for Africa, we have options now. Pan-Africanum said 100. Great Ethiopia said እንኳን ደስ አለሽ. For what? እንኳን አብሮ ደስ አለን. I guess ዛሬ መነሳታችን ራሱ ጥሩ ዜና ነው አይደል? Sorry for those. Let me just translate. Great Ethiopia wrote congratulations, so I'm asking for what, but I'm also saying that the fact that we woke up today is also something to celebrate. So yeah, you know what? I'll take it. Brian said Epstein files should see a lot of people losing their legitimate positions in organizations, fine to the point of being returned to a state of normalcy instead of remaining on an elite. Wow said the AU should institute an independent investigation on the conduct of the EU in the disputed Romanian presidential election. Yes, AU, you heard that right. Elil said, hey, Engel, how are you? Great job. God bless you. Amen. Thank you. God bless you too. Obsidian said, can we snitch? Intervlog is not only AI, it's sponsored by the controversial country that is forbidden to mention. Oh, Brian said, I believe that is how most people get tricked if there's a large enough group of people saying the same thing. True. That is why when you see it, call it out, Brian. Like in the comments, say what you need to say. Pan-Africanum said, likely a man. Mohammed said, hi, Wengale, you are very good looking. Thank you. Brian said, imagine what Africa would be if everyone had the thought process, value system, and discernment of Ibrahim Traore. Oh yeah, it would be great. But stay positive. The fact that he's this popular and he is motivating and inspiring many young people tells you that we're ready. We're also ready to be the change that we speak of, be the change that we seek and we want and we're praying for. So there's a positive in it. Yes, we might not be as bold, as brave, but sometimes it only takes one person, right? And that motivates you and that makes you want to follow suit, and that gives you that bravery you didn't have. So yeah. Let's see. Ren's greetings to you too. Oh, Pan-Africanum gave a super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. God bless you. I really appreciate it. Really do. Yeah, so fam, don't say I didn't warn you, right? Be careful what you watch. There are stories, even like people will send me, right? People close to me will send me and they're like, watch this, talk about this. And I look at it and I'm like, hate to break it to you, but this is not real. I don't think it is, right? So it's okay if you fall for it once or twice, but it will make you vigilant, as he said. And let's be vigilant. And as for EU, figure out your own stuff. Honestly, figure out your own stuff. And Museveni, he has his people, and I'm sure Ugandans are watching. So I'll leave it there. Anyways, fam, thank you for watching. Stay blessed. I'll see you soon. Bye.